Hello and welcome to your daily love reading for Tuesday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 3 decks of cards for this reading today. We're going to bring in the Tarot Mucha, we're going to bring in the Magic of Unicorns Oracle and the Soulmate Romance cards. So we're going to connect with the energy around you, your person, your journey. And what a powerful reading yesterday with the Ascension Oracle. You know, we got the message about Hilarion being like Morpheus to your masculine, to wake them up, to help them to see the truth and move forward to you. And you've got the energy of Jesus with you, guiding you forward. And this whole week is about surrender. You know, if you watch the weekly reading, it's about surrender to receive everything that you want. So we're being guided more than ever right now to just let go and be at peace and find faith. So let's see with these messages what we need to know. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. And what I'm going to do later on is I'm going to do a channel conversation from you to them and them to you. And I'm going to use the powerful deck, the Intimate Soul Oracle, the Masculine and Feminine Edition, to do that as well. So make sure you check that reading out later on. So thank you, angels. What's the message coming through for you today? What's the message coming through for you? What's the guidance coming through for them today? Straight out there. And what's the guidance coming through for the journey today? And also, if you are a member of the channel as well, make sure you watch yesterday's video, because I did a reading about what twin flames on the other side want you to know. So it's like twin flames in spirit who are helping. What guidance are they giving? And we've got some very powerful messages coming through about what you're learning as a divine feminine and what you can do to assist your journey and what the masculine is going through right now. So that's a really powerful message. So if you want to join as a member, you get access to extra videos every 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and all the behind the scenes things that go on as well. So just hit that join button for information. So what's the energy around you today? I feel there's more cards. What's the energy around them today? What's the energy around them today with the tarot? Want more cards? Yeah, a couple more coming out here. And what's the guidance around the journey as well? What's the guidance around the journey today? So 1 card there. And then what's the message coming through for you today? And this can be anything you're working through as well, anything you're overcoming, any fears or any insecurities. What's the message coming through for them today? A few cards coming out, I'm going to take them. And what's the guidance for the journey? Okay, let's see what's going on then. So the message for you right now is you've got the unicorn portal. This is beautiful. And what I'm feeling here is I've got the number 38 coming through as a 3 and an 8. So you may well be seeing 333. You could be seeing 888. That's a huge sign again that Jesus is with you, that you're being watched over, that your journey is protected and guided right now by ascended masters. And you're being guided to have faith. And the 888 is about the abundance and the magic and things moving forward. But I'm also feeling this as this portal, this unicorn portal. It's opened up in March and it's moving us forward to where we're meant to be. So this is open until the Lions Gate portal. It's like there's something big occurring between now and August time. And it says, focus your light and listen for a message. So you may well be receiving a message today. Now that message could come through from music. Give me fear, because again, release fear. So I'm feeling this message about they are still releasing fear around communication. They want to message you, they want to reach out, but they may still be in fear. Some of them will be reaching out. So you may be listening for a message because maybe you are visualizing that message coming to your phone. Maybe there's a certain ringtone or beat that it makes, or maybe you're visualizing that call, and you are expecting that to come. So you're listening for that to come in. But I feel this is definitely about receiving messages through the ear chakra. So listen for a message. So you may well receive a message through music from them, or you may watch a reading and it gives you a message from them, or something, you overhear something, it gives you a message for them, because they are releasing fear right now about physically communicating to you. And they do want to do that. They intend to open up to you about the way they feel and also about what they want, because they're so afraid right now of you moving on and having that with someone else. So if you focus your light, which means put your light, your energy, your attention on the things that you do want, focus your light onto the positive outcome, to feeling alive. You can also focus your light by doing healing work and focusing on service and uplifting your vibration. These are all things that will help. So the unicorns bring in a purity and a cleansing a purification to help you to feel strong as you move forward. Now, the message is, it hurts when you go through something that kills you inside, but you have to act like it doesn't affect you at all. Now, the first thing I've got coming through here is, what may be on your mind? Maybe you've been through something recently that's really hurt you. So I'm not really talking about what you've gone through with your twin. It's more you've gone through something yourself that's hurt you. So maybe you've gone through a loss, or you've gone through a challenge, or you've been through something where you're thinking, I really wish they were there for me. I really wish they were there at the end of the phone, or I could have told them, or they could have just been there for me. Maybe you even told them what you were going through and they made excuses to not be there for you. And you took it personally, you thought they were in the wrong, and it really hurt you because you're saying, I had to act like it didn't affect me at all, or they acted like it didn't affect them at all. And what I want you to know is this, okay? When you go through a challenge, or you go through a struggle or a loss or something, and your twin flame, your person, can't be there for you, whether it's through their own fear or because of distance or because of a situation or whatever, you are going through it with yourself to find your faith. So you're not going through it alone at all because you were surrounded by heavenly assistance. You're going through it in that way. So you turn to God instead of turning to a physical person. You're turning to your faith rather than turning to a person. So you're finding faith. They give me a block, and that's sometimes why these blocks happen. That's sometimes even why your person can't be there, and they know that on a soul level, even though everything in them is perhaps saying, I want to be there, I want to go to you, I want to share that time with you, but they know for some reason they're being blocked from being there, or there's something that's in the way, because you're meant to experience that thing, that situation, that experience, that loss, that challenge on your own to find your faith. And that's what I feel I need to share with you. And when you go through that, you get stronger from it, because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that's also reminding you that God would not give you anything that you can't handle. God would not give you anything that you can't handle by reconnecting with self and source. So if anything has hurt you that you've gone through and it's killed you inside, and that you may think that it hasn't affected them, it has affected them. And they perhaps did want to be there for you, but they didn't know how to. They didn't know what words to say or how to be there the right way. They were worried about making it worse. And that's from their perspective. They wanted to be there, but they couldn't be. However, there was a bigger picture going on here, because if they were meant to be there to share their experience with you, God would have allowed it to be so. So I feel that's what you need to know. So any of you who've gone through that recently, or maybe you've been through that in the past, I know I certainly have on my journey, and it will make sense. You think, well, yeah, because if they had been there, I wouldn't have learned it the same way. I wouldn't have become so in tune with the Creator or my angels or whatever it is you went through. Maybe you bonded with a family member differently because you had to go through it with a family member or a friend or someone at work maybe, or even by yourself with God, to understand the lesson you were learning, instead of going through it with your twin flame or the person you're thinking about. And it has affected you. You know, it does affect you because you are a spiritual being having a human experience. You have feelings and emotion. So it's okay to feel what you feel. Okay, you don't have to act like it hasn't affected you. Give me fear. You know, so again, if you've perhaps told them and said, I wish you'd have been there for me, there's nothing wrong with you saying that either. Okay, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong because you're getting your emotion out. But I feel that's what you need to hear. I definitely feel someone needs to hear that today as well, to know that you're not meant to go through everything with your twin flame. That's why separation occurs. That's why you go through things separately. So you learn the lesson to find faith, because ultimately, yeah, it's a journey back to the Creator. You've got the Hierophant here. It's a journey back to the higher power, whomever you believe in, whether it's the higher power, the universe, God, whomever. Okay, this is showing you that there's a reason for everything that happens, that God really is in charge of your life and your journey and the timings of it. And again, I'm seeing red in this. So I've got over the last few readings, we've got a lot of red coming through, which is connected with the root chakra for movement, but also with Archangel Metatron. I feel Archangel Metatron is around the collective right now, saying this is on God's time. It's all in divine timing. Everything you go through has a perfect time too. So there's a reason for everything you go through. Every loss, every experience, every challenge, every delay, every block, everything is divinely orchestrated for growth purposes. So when you feel alone, you're not, because you have your Father in heaven watching over you, and your journey is in divine timing. And I am seeing this as to bring in the commitment you seek, because the Hierophant is also this message about the commitment. For those of you who want that marriage, want that union, these are things coming to you in divine timing. So recognize and know that any lessons you go through on the journey are designed that way so you can find the strength to become the person you've come here to be. And when you go through certain things, you also gain certain tools and skills that allow you on your mission as a light worker to assist others going through the same thing. And there will be a new beginning. There is this new beginning. You've got the Fool here. So there's a huge sign about new beginnings, blessings. I love how we've got a flower in this card as well, because you're going to be given a flower. We got flowers coming through in yesterday's reading. We got lilies. We got trumpet type flowers coming through. We got other irises, I think it was. So flowers coming to you. You may see a flower today. Maybe you see one solitary flower. You may see a sunflower. Maybe you see a crocus, a daffodil or something like that, and it's a big sign of blessings. So there is a new beginning coming in, and you're starting to see the bigger picture here, and you're letting go of the past. So you're letting go of anything that's hurt you, recognizing that everything has grown you. So I feel this card for you in this message today is about forgiveness. Forgiving your person for what you may perceive to be stabbing you in the back for not being there, abandoning you when you needed them. You know, all the things that you think they may have done by not being around when you feel you may have needed them, you're forgiving them for that now. So the swords are coming out. You know, they're coming out of the... But I don't mean the swords coming out as a defensiveness. I mean, you are releasing the pain. So I feel this is a big message about forgiveness and healing. And, you know, it's really powerful as well that this person in this card has been stabbed in the back, because what the angels showed me as well is God gives us armor. You know, we're given strength to move forward fearlessly, to handle things in a very fearless way when we move forward. If we turn our back on people, we turn our back on things and run away and hide, that's an easy target. So if someone gets shot in the back or stabbed in the back, it's because they've turned the back, or they've run away, or they've been in fear or cowardice. And that's not you. You know, so this is really reminding you of that if your person has run from you or hid from you, or they've turned the back on you in cowardice, and that's not necessarily what this is about, because this is part of the divine plan. But say, for example, if they've chickened out of a decision, or, you know, they've run from you and hid and blocked you and acted that way or ghosted you, it's cowardice. So what that is, it's fear. So obviously it's because they weren't strong enough in that moment to face you or face their own self. It was more about facing their own self. So they've been knocked down by it. So it's hurt them just as much as it's hurt you. So I feel the more you forgive, the less you let go. And you are strong. You don't walk away. You don't turn your back. You don't run and hide. You face everything head on. So this is also a reminder for you from God that you are a warrior and that you are strong. And that's why you're such an inspiration to your person, because where they run, you go forward. So for them right now, we've got access your gifts. Now, again, this is really powerful, because this is something they are learning to do, to realize they are a spiritual being having a human experience. So it's more to this world than what they think they're here to do. So they're exploring their treasure chest and accepting who they truly are. So remember that Hilarion is helping them to accept who they truly are, just like Morpheus from the Matrix helped Neo remember and accept who he truly was. Because when Neo woke up from the Matrix, he didn't know where he was. He was disorientated. He said to Morpheus, "What's wrong with my eyes?" And Morpheus says, "You've never used your eyes before." And that's the same with your person. They've never accessed these gifts within them before. They are now accessing their intuition and their truth, and the angels are helping them to see that. And that's making them feel strong. It's helping them to decipher what the next steps are. So when I'm connecting with this card, and this is about them thinking about the next steps, working out what to do. He's like this. So he's contemplating. And he has a wand there because he's got strength. So he's working out what to do. He's contemplating, he's thinking. You know, a lot of guys who've got stubble or facial hair or beards will do this when they're thinking. Okay, and it's also a sign of wisdom. So I feel this is a huge symbol of wisdom. So again, it doesn't matter whether you're masculine as a guy or a gal. It doesn't matter. It's the wisdom that's coming through there. And you may even find yourself doing this and you don't know why, and it's wisdom, it's power, because they want to move forward to you, and this is what they intend to do. So again, this is spontaneous action. This is about them moving forward, that passion, and I feel the Kundalini is rising again right now. They are definitely feeling that way towards you. So they may be feeling the heat in the body again. The sacral chakra is being activated again. They're feeling all the desire again. And you may well be picking up on that. So if they've been repressing that, maybe you've thought, oh, I haven't felt that for a few weeks, or it's come back with a vengeance. It's there again. So you may be having very vivid dreams about them, intimate dreams, and feeling the power. Because they are guided to you ultimately. They sense you, they feel you, they want you. So you're the ultimate goal. So I'm seeing this as you and them thinking about you. How can I get to this person I adore? And then they're taking the action step. So again, some of them will be in this contemplation time. Some of them will be in the action step. So this is why it's different for everyone. Some of them are going to come forward quite quickly. Others, it's taking a bit longer. So let's see what all these cards are. So even if I fall in love again with someone new, it could never be the way I loved you. So what they do, this is what they're thinking about before they take action. Okay, they're thinking, even if there was someone else, even if I've met someone new, even if I fell in love with someone again, it wouldn't be the same. So what's the point? So this is what's making them take action, because, a lot of them also are in fear, thinking, have you moved on? What if you fall in love again? What if you meet someone new? Would it ever be the same? Would it be the way that I loved you? And I feel that's also something they are in fear about, because they are really worried and in their head right now about you moving on. So I feel this is more about you than them, because they understand that, well, even if they meet someone new and fall in love, not that they probably would fall in love, like you probably wouldn't fall in love, it's just in that moment you may be given something you think you want, like attention or affection, and this is, when you get hit up on social media, it may give you a little ego boost, or it doesn't mean you're going to want that person, because you know who your person is. But I feel this is about them knowing it wouldn't work with anyone anyway, but they are worried, thinking, well, what if you meet someone? That's what they're doing, contemplate. What if you meet someone and you fall in love with someone again? Would it be the way I loved you? What, they're thinking about these things. So there's fear there. They're saying, for me, happiness is when I'm going to sleep. So they're saying they're dreaming about you. When happiness for me is for when I'm going to sleep. Now, that's quite sad, really, to think they're not really enjoying their days because they're excited about going to sleep so they can dream about you. That's quite a sad way of being. It means they're not living a full life. Okay, they're escaping into their dreams to spend time with you because you're their true love. And they're saying, for me, they're giving me fear. And again, it's good that they're dreaming about you, because in their dreams they're exploring you. They're exploring the fear, they're releasing all this fear to be with you. So they're saying, for me, happiness is when I'm going to sleep because I dream of you, but also when I'm going to sleep beside you. So they know that their happiness will be when they're able to fall asleep beside you. I know that I'll do beautiful dreams. So really what they're saying is, I know that I'm going to have beautiful dreams of you tonight, and I can't wait to go to bed. But again, that's quite a sad way of living when they are escaping into their dreams to feel alive. They should feel alive all the time. They're saying, I miss the time when I actually meant something to you. I can't forget those memories. Now, again, this is their fear. They're in fear, thinking, you might not miss me anymore. You might not want me anymore. I might not mean anything to you anymore. So they are going through these fears, like I said, these worries inside. So if you're worrying about if they forgot you, it's coming from them. If you're worrying about if you mean something to them, it's them that it's coming from, because they're saying, what if I actually didn't mean anything to you? I miss you. What if you're not missing me? And they're saying, I can't forget these memories. So they're saying, I can't forget you, and these memories of us are on my mind. They're saying, love is when you shed a tear and you still want to love him or her. Love is when you can forgive. Now, this is beautiful, because your message today is about forgiveness. Forgiving them for not being there for you, or not being around when you wanted them to be, or for not being there the way you expected them to be, or for making changes, or for saying they're going to do one thing and then backing out, or whatever it is. And it's saying love is when you can forgive. And they are really hoping that you can forgive them. They're saying love is when you cry, but you still love that person. So what they're saying is, I know I've hurt you, I'm sorry, I hope you can forgive me. And you're saying, well, of course I love you even though you hurt me. I shed tears for you, but you also shed tears of joy too. So tears are the windows of the soul. The eyes are the windows of the soul. When we cry tears, our soul is smiling. So this is really them acknowledging they've cried tears over you, you acknowledging you've cried tears over them, but you still love each other and you're willing to forgive each other. And we are not close anymore, but I'll be here if you need me. So they are also thinking we're not close anymore. So they are really missing that. They're missing the closeness between you, whether it's the communication closeness, the physical distance. They want to bridge that gap and they're saying, I'm here if you need me. And you may not feel that because you might think, you weren't. Because that's what I'm connecting with for you. You're saying, you weren't there when I needed you. But remember, God created that to happen that way so you could find faith. I feel this is a sign that they wanted to be. And they're saying, I am there for you if you need me to be. I am there. So I feel this is definitely them coming to you and showing up for you and saying, hey, I'm not going anywhere. I want to do it right this time. And it is true that my heart always skips a beat when I'm in your arms and when you take my name. It says when you take my name. And I feel this is saying their name. Taking my name is also a big message about the future. They've had a dream about you marrying them, and maybe you take their name in marriage. You may have their surname in marriage. Obviously, it's different for guys, however you do it. But this is a big message here about, them saying, I've dreamt about you walking up the aisle to be with me. I've dreamt about us being married, signing the register, all of that. And it makes my heart pound. And my heart skips a beat when I'm with you, when I'm in your arms, whether it's in a dream, whether it's in a fantasy, whether it's in real life. You make that heart skip a beat. And this is what I spoke about the other day with the heart chakra activation and using rose quartz to help with that, using amethyst crystal to assist with this because they're feeling their heart beating faster. So everything they are experiencing right now, when they are thinking, contemplating, working out what the next steps are to take their action, is all about them realising they don't want you with anyone else and you are the one. Now, the energy around the connection today, we've got the cosmic pearl. And I love this. Again, we got 3 and 4. So this kind of March, April, big changes. So expand your psychic gifts and open the gate to the angelic realm. So definitely feel there is a door open. There is a portal that's open right now to move things forward. And the universe is showing this to you. And this is also the angels being all around you, helping you. And look at this decision. They are making a decision to move forward to you and to speak their truth. They are making a decision to speak truth to people in their lives. The angels are helping them do this. So Archangel Michael is handing them the sword of truth and the sword of power to be able to release and cut cords with the past and move on, and helping you to understand you better, to cut cords of fear yourself, to release and let go of anything not serving you. So that sword there is the sword of truth and the sword of release. So Archangel Michael is saying, I'm giving you the power, both of you, to release anything not serving you. And this is so you can forgive as well. Forgive the past pain, the hurt, the abandonment fears, the wounds, the things that come up in you that needed healing. And all of that happened for growth. And look at this. This is what you're both saying. I only want 2 things in my life. I want you and I want us forever. And that's how you both feel. Isn't that powerful? It's the ultimate message here is love. Love is the answer to all of your questions. No matter how much you feel hurt by them, you still love and want them. No matter how much they feel hurt or they hurt you, they still want you. Even though at times they do think you'd be better off without them because they go into their own fear. And then as soon as they imagine they're in the mind, it makes them crazy. I don't want you with anyone else. It will hurt me. It will destroy me to see you with someone else. So they are saying to you, I only want 2 things in my life. That's you and us forever. Which really is one thing because you are one. And you're saying, well, I want the same thing. So again, forever, it's about a commitment. It's about marriage. It's about being together until the end of this lifetime and then being together until the end of time because you are one. So this is a huge sign of change. So I love that we've got this sword showing you here that they are taking action. They are contemplating how to move forward to you, take action towards you, tell you what's on their mind, speak their truth, and then cut cords of fear to be able to make the changes to make you theirs. And that's the message. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.